Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Max. Max is the short form of Maximus, Maximo, Maxim, Maximilian, or Maxwell. It is also sometimes used as a pet form of the female name Maxine. Almost all Max names are derived from the Latin Maximus, which means greatest, and was mainly used as the cognomen, the third name, for aristocratic old Roman families. Max has long been an independently given name in its own right for well over a century among English-speaking nations and elsewhere. Today, the name Max is quite common throughout the British Isles as well as Australia, Canada, and the United States. Max is also a favorite among some of the Scandinavian countries, in particularly the Netherlands, Sweden, and Norway. Personality of the boy named Max. The number 2 personality in numerology is all about cooperation and balance. It's the number of diplomats and mediators. They are not leaders, but strive rather for harmony in partnerships. These are the peacemakers. Equality and fairness are important in their dealings, and they are willing to share power and responsibility to achieve a harmonious outcome. This personality is calm and patient, waiting for things to evolve instead of pushing aggressively for an outcome. They are good-natured and easygoing, and care deeply on an emotional and spiritual plane. 2s appreciate beauty and nature and are intent on making the world a better place. Popularity of the boy named Max. Max has had a constant presence on the U.S. popularity charts since the government began tracking naming trends in 1880. In fact, today, the simple name Max is the most common of all the Max names, followed by Maxwell, Maximus, and Maximilian. It's not surprising that American parents prefer the uncomplicated Max to his more fanciful brothers. There's no two ways about it, Max is a cute name. While Max has always enjoyed consistent usage in the United States, it is experiencing the same levels of success today that it enjoyed in the early 1900s. There are a couple of caveats to this name. 1. It's sometimes considered overused, and 2. It's a common name for dogs, like Bailey, Daisy, Riley, and Marley, for instance. Max is the name of the Grinch's dog in How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and it's also the name of George Clooney's pet pig. Regardless, Max is a longtime favorite in America for little boys. Indeed, it's among the greatest of names. Quick facts on Max. Gender, boy. Origin, Latin. Number of syllables, 1. Ranking popularity, 111. Pronunciation, Max. Simple meaning, greatest. Characteristics of Max. Considerate, balanced, sensitive, patient, cooperative, nurturing, loving, gracious, kind, compassionate. Cultural references to the baby name Max. Literary characters of the baby name Max. Max is the little bad boy of Maurice Sendak's classic 1963 children's story, which he also illustrated, Where the Wild Things Are. Young Max, being punished for his mischief, is sent to bed without dinner. Once in his room, aided by his extravagant imagination, Max is taken on a wild journey to where the wild things are, right there in his room. And Max is one of the wildest of them all. So he becomes king of the wild things. Nonetheless, our young hero soon finds himself missing home and family, and he makes his way back to the comforts of the hearth, including a good, hot supper. There is room in our world for both the dark and the light, but at the end of the day, there's no place like home, as a good witch once said to a little girl from Kansas. Max Damien is a major character of the book Damien, the story of Emile Sinclair's youth, written by Hermann Hesse and first published in 1919. Young Emile struggles with the opposing forces of good and evil as he grows from young innocence to mature adulthood, and Max, his charismatic older friend, is there to spur him on, pointing up the different points of view available in any worldly experience and challenging Emile to find his world of light in unlikely places. Max guides Emile to the realization of the power of individualism in a world of unquestioning conformity. All of this plays out on the eve of World War I, after which the old world dies, and things will never be the same again. Max has understood this, so, too, will Emile. Max is the husband in Rebecca, Daphne du Maurier's extremely popular 1938 novel. It was later made into an equally popular Hitchcock film, with Laurence Olivier, in 1940. Max is a handsome, rich and sophisticated English landowner and widower, who marries the second Mrs. de Winter after a whirlwind courtship in Europe. She arrives at her new estate with her new husband only to find herself the object of scorn and contempt from Mrs. Danvers, the housekeeper, who revered the late Rebecca, the first Mrs. de Winter. Max harbors secrets he does not divulge to our young heroine, who becomes increasingly distressed and depressed over her inability to live up to the glorious reputation of the first Mrs. Max. All of this has dire consequences, naturally, and the family skeletons are finally revealed just short of absolute disaster for all. Great fun, of its time, and even in today's feminist world, one might just find the brooding Max de Winter as fascinating as did his meek little bride. Popular songs on Max. Megan is my friend to the max, a song by Reggie and the Full Effect. Famous people named Max. Max Carey, baseball player, Max Baer, boxer, Max Delbruck 1/4 CK, Nobel Prize winner, medicine, Max Born, Nobel Prize winner, physics, Max Weber, German sociologist, Max Bentley, hockey player, Max von Laue, Nobel Prize winner, physics, Max Theiler, Nobel Prize winner, medicine 1951, Max von Sydow, Swedish actor, Max Chilton, race car driver, Max Ferdinand Perutz, Nobel Prize winner, chemistry, Max Fleischer, cartoonist, Max Cavalera, Brazilian singer/guitarist, Max Planck, Nobel Prize winner, physics. Children of famous people named Max. Charlie Sheen, Christina Aguilera,